What's up, guys? This is Ryan from Premium Mortgage. Day 2 with the credit repair, credit fix, since you guys have been talking about that. So yesterday we talked about repairing your credit. That's kind of fixing the blemishes that are on there. Today we're going to focus on monitoring, and really we're going to focus mainly on knowing your credit, knowing what's going on. And there's a couple things that you can do. Obviously, making sure that all the information is correct. That's what we talked about yesterday. But as far as knowing what's going on with your credit, here's a couple ways to do that on a daily or a weekly basis. The first is Credit Karma. We use Credit Karma because it's free. It's easy. You go on there, it'll give you scores. Those scores aren't necessarily accurate, but what is accurate is the activity that's happening on your credit report. So if you have things that aren't being paid on time, Credit Karma is going to tell you. If you have things that are in delinquent status, Credit Karma is going to tell you. If you have any kind of derogatory marks, or maybe you have a lien or anything like that, it's going to show up. That's all free. And what I tell people is when you wake up in the morning, before you check Facebook, except for Premium Mortgage Pays obviously, before you check Instagram, before you check anything, check Credit Karma. See what's going on in your scores. That's it's like your temperature. It's finding out what's going on in your financial world, and it's so important to do that on a daily basis. Privacy Guard and Total Credit Check. These are things that are used. Privacy Guard is used by other people that are helping to monitor credit, and then Total Credit Check is used a lot by realtors. And the reason they use these are they're almost like a more enhanced or an actual detailed credit report. It's going to tell you the actual trade lines that are on there. It'll tell you if they're reflecting negative comments or if it's in positive good standing. You want to make sure that I do recommend somebody use these. We don't get paid for these here. So pick whichever one you want, but it's in your best interest. Find somebody that you feel comfortable with, or find a program that you feel comfortable with, and monitor your credit on a daily, weekly basis. It does change. Your credit can change. Typically it changes monthly, but sometimes you'll get weekly updates that'll tell you things that are happening, and that's really important as far as maintaining good, positive credit. Pay all your bills on time. You want to make sure that as you're monitoring your credit, set up reminders, set up a calendar, something that every single month, if you know you have a payment due on that date, make sure that you have reminders, alarms, whatever you need to pay your bills on time so that nothing shows up as a late pay. When you do pay your bills or your accounts, your credit cards, again, we talked about this in the last video, keep all the lines open. Your credit history is really important, or one of the biggest factors in your credit history is how long you've had trade lines open. So the more trade lines that are open and the longer they've been open, that shows good payment history, and that's going to help boost your score and keep the scores up. And lastly, we do recommend that you have some credit cards because of those trade lines. The trade lines are what give you the credit juice. When you have credit cards, only spend what you can and only what you have. If you have to put something on it, that's fine, we get it. Emergencies happen, but don't go on a shopping spree. Just because you have a credit card or a new credit card doesn't mean it's your birthday and you get to go on a shopping spree. So that's it for today. Again, we're gonna say follow us on Facebook, Premium Mortgage. Share your feedback, share your comments, give us your questions. How is it that we can bring value to your life so that we can help put you into a home in the next coming months? Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.